I just pressed the romantic one for us.
Extraordinary.
The first thing that come out is pleasurable and sexy. So recently, right, I was introduced to this app called The Pattern. Okay, I don't know what the hell it is, but it's freaking creepy. So I asked everybody here to download it. We've all tried it with like our best friends, partners, and whatnot, right? So we're gonna share with you about it today. Let's go.
This is
shit. This is your daily ketchup. Okay, yeah, so The Pattern, right? I mean, we already talked about this, right? For those of you who don't know, it's basically I think it's, if I'm not wrong, an astrology-based app.
Yeah.
But they
market it.
But they package it in like not in that way lah. So it's more how do I put it? It's not more digestible, but more approachable.
More, it feels logical-ish, but then they ask for your birth time. Then
No, but is that not what CoStar is?
Mumbo jumbo comes.
Yeah,
CoStar
correct.
is plus NASA.
But it's less turn-off-ish if you don't believe in like astrology.
Right.
So the app, right? Not only does it tell you who you are and what you are,
But human, wow.
but you can also add your friends, and then you all can like match each other, and then like you will actually explain to your relationships, whether it's like a friendship or a romantic relationship.
One thing that's really interesting is that it will identify like the problems, potential problems, or potential like high points of like your relationships, whether it's like your friends or your romantic partners.
Correct.
If only we earn affiliate marketing like dollars only.
What do you mean if only? Link below.
The app got quite popular because of Channing Tatum.
Yeah. No, apparently the exact thing that he said in therapy, the app highlighted.
And so one by one, people started trying for themselves and had the same reaction, like what the fuck.
So general, isn't it? Mine was very general. Okay, I mean, I don't know. I feel like I read it and it felt correct.
Yeah.
But I feel like if let's say you didn't get this line, I'm gonna fit you this line, and you might feel like it's correct also. So I
also added you.
I don't know, man.
So why if we add each other as friends?
How, okay. Let me tell you all mine today. Okay.
Okay, yeah, go.
A door has opened for you. What happens now is significant,
Just like open a door for John.
but you may miss the moment if you're not paying attention.
He didn't pay attention.
He did say thank you though.
Your relationship path is being activated right now and is aligning with your purpose. The people you meet are incredibly significant.
Thanks.
Hey, oh my god.
Did you have a
You
meeting
did meet
this
someone
morning?
significant.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Someone you've always wanted to be with.
Doesn't have to be a
Or,
relationship
there's an
partner.
or, there's an or.
If wrong,
Or you might meet examples of the type of people you want to be with. Oh shit. But now someone you meet or the people you surround yourself could potentially change your life. Oh my god, okay.
Right.
I'm embarking on some new shit,
he's
guys.
very convinced about it.
These meetings somehow.
You have more than one.
And like I met people. Whether you're finding a potential romantic or professional partner during this time, or have a
professional
brief
partner.
but powerful encounter.
Everybody who can
Done.
relate to this, please comment down below so we
Yeah
know
lah.
whether it's legit.
Maybe I'm reading yours. Maybe we're born at the same time.
I just pressed the romantic one for us.
Extraordinary.
The first thing that come out is pleasurable and sexy.
I take it to the candy shop.
Okay, so now you are going to basically analyze your relationship first, then we're going to look at the app.
We're gonna say what, like, so we transcend. Okay, none of that surface stuff. Okay,
Correct.
if it hurts, just say I can take it. Okay.
Wait, so before you start, there are categories. So I'm going to tell you the category, then you have to talk about those specific categories, okay? So first of all is what's amazing about your relationship?
Next one first. We skip this one.
What are the trials of your relationship?
Frustration.
Wow, where do we
Okay,
begin?
okay. You go first.
No, you go first.
Come on, you go first.
Right
I
there,
didn't set the
guys,
tone.
right there.
I would like to think you're good friends lah to begin with. Right
No,
now.
I
Yeah.
agree.
It's just that we also have a lot of hurdles.
A lot of hurdles.
Maybe because we work together. If we don't need to work together,
Yeah.
we won't have that much hurdles.
I agree. I think we'll
Yeah.
be much closer friends if we weren't working together. You didn't agree.
I agree. I say,
The is like,
I swallowing saliva, you sensitive. Hey, rewind, I swallowing saliva.
okay, what's the category again? Trials.
Trials and
Yeah.
frustrations, yeah.
I feel like oftentimes we misalign, right? So then, like sometimes I feel like you're mansplaining to me, I'm mansplaining to you when we both get certain things. Then we can move forward to the conversation
Correct.
much earlier
but,
already.
but we keep tapping on,
Yeah.
and it's like ego is at play. But we are not actually talking about. We both know we are both on the same page.
And how does that make you feel?
Therapy.
Honestly,
this one
honestly
couples
it's okay.
therapy.
So then like it feels like almost within a conversation that needs to get somewhere, there is a little bit of a competition.
We must always
sometimes.
jump over. We must get past this thing. Which wastes time to me.
Okay.
Which makes our conversations incredibly inefficient.
Very inefficient.
Very inefficient.
You have to get past half an hour first.
Yeah.
Okay, positive a bit. Attractions. Like what your
How do y'all work
you're
well
attracted to each
together?
other.
You're asking for different
no,
shows.
Okay. So I think
He nothing to say.
I think quite fast. And I think he can think at the same speed. So we don't need to state a lot of the obvious.
Wait, these good points, is it?
Yeah, good points.
Attractions.
Just now he very excited.
Is it
to
very
say.
difficult? We can go back to bad points.
Yeah.
Got a lot of good points.
Just
Very
buying
hard to
time.
rank because they're all great, you know.
Buying time.
Just need to choose.
Every second hurting his ego more.
Yes, yeah. You know, I got feelings at TBH. Hey, faster lah.
Wow. Got a lot.
You can lie at TBH.
No, not gonna lie.
Something specific.
I learned a lot from your ability to do certain stuff lah.
Let's run a f***ing test lah. You got nothing good to say
No.
about me. Yeah.
Sure.
Run the bond.
Okay.
We are generating our friendship bond. Epic.
Same ah.
Same basically. We have the rarest connection. You and Daniel have one of the strongest patterns possible between friends.
Wow.
Okay, we jump to frustration.
Okay.
So under amazing. Why is there an amazing tab? Hey, why is it all amazing?
No, it's whether it's
No, got multiple.
so life-changing, amazing, trials.
Yeah, no, you see, amazing.
So all three are amazing.
They don't have the frustration clouds, yeah. It's grey.
But cannot be though. Trials
Trials
lah.
lah.
Cannot be.
No, but there's a frustration
Okay.
cloud.
Oh my god.
Oh,
You
like
and
that.
Daniel have a particular dynamic that could be challenging if you are unable to communicate about it. What, mate? Hey, calm down. This is all mumbo jumbo. On the one hand, Shala.
It's really
What?
On the one hand, you could find your friendship with Daniel feels exciting and deep, but on the other hand, it could feel like you're unable to maintain a sense of control when you're together, which could feel uncomfortable. If there's conflict between you, we have a lot of conflicts,
Yeah.
You may find yourself keeping your distance or avoiding spending time together. You might feel cautious, anxious, or mistrusting around Daniel.
Yeah.
Like you think he's keeping secrets.
I
Or
am.
instead of shutting down, you could be easily triggered and find yourself overreacting to Daniel in ways you are not used to doing with other friends. Okay, that's true.
And half of that they said before they run the bond.
Hey, this is true. Hey. Oh my god. You know, a period of my life, right, where a lot of people, like, I had a hard period 1-2 years ago.
Yep.
And I said this about you exactly. Daniel is a wild card in your life.
Yes. I remember you telling me this.
You want to try a romantic relationship?
Sure.
Do it.
Hey, but okay lah, not
This
bad
will
lah.
count as one of your bonds for
Just
the day.
do only lah.
Yeah, so you can do it another day.
So I got free tomorrow lah. So powerful.
It is romantic. Hold hand while you read through.
Wow, not bad.
Not bad. So like when you told me to do it that time, I thought I was gonna like fill up a questionnaire.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then they asked me for my time of birth. Then I roll.
Yeah, because as opposed to a personality quiz, right? Like you answer questions. I think like we had this conversation with Daren actually. Like with MBTI, it's input based on your own choices. Whereas with pattern, right, it's like you input nothing except your time and date.
That's why it's creepy, right? Because how would they
Yeah.
know all this based on that?
But I do have challenges filling up these things, you know. Like I always feel like, am I playing to who I think people think I am? How I want to be, or
who you
how
actually
I currently am. Yeah. And then your
Yeah.
strongest memory of who you are your best and worst things in life, not
Yeah.
the average.
Yeah.
So then you either think you want to gun for the best or the worst. And you want to be really honest with yourself, you go for the worst.
Correct.
If you want to optimize for good results, you go for the best version of yourself. And then either way, you get something that's very dishonest.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to take this on a slight detour, right? But I feel like doing all these tests, especially when it comes to astrology and things like that, I feel like it's because people want to have some thinking that your life isn't in your control, that you don't have free will, and that's what different people.
And that's sometimes comforting, right?
Yeah, because the idea or the perception that you may have free will leads to regret, what? Because every path that you choose would mean that everything you decided, where you are today, was a series of like different decisions that you made. And so you might regret things that you made in the past. But if you believe in astrology and your life was predetermined, no matter what you choose, you were meant to be here, then it almost takes away the accountability of like...
But then that
It reduces
also makes,
the anxiety of the idea that everything is just chaos and randomness also lah.
but
Yeah.
then does that not also make you feel like then there is no point in like going forward making whatever decision you make because everything is predestined?
Exactly.
That's why it's fake.
So there's also this quote by, I think it was Freud actually, that said that people actually don't like freedom because freedom means responsibility and people don't like responsibility.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I actually subscribe to. Like, I believe that free will is like a illusion.
Overrated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, one thing that I wanted to bring up, right? Okay, first of all, like, what is the real motivation for why people use these apps? Is it that we are trying to look for a certain type of certainty,
I feel like it's self-validation, if that makes sense.
or
Or the self-discovery. Like you feel like it tells you stuff that you don't know
I think
about
very
yourself.
few is self-discovery.
Yeah.
Because if you had to learn something that was different about you, you might not subscribe to it.
yeah, or right? Sometimes you subscribe to it because it gives you
Excuse to be an asshole.
excuse for your behaviors.
Yeah.
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 Wow. As in like saying that I don't do this because I ENTP like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Or you're a Taurus.
Like your
you're very
horoscope makes you an
stubborn.
asshole.
Yeah, I think it's an excuse to behave badly, but I think people also just want some form of like self-affirmation.
So I went to see a numerology once.
You went to see a numerology.
Gist.
5, 6.
Actually, a tarot card reader once. What I mean 5, 6?
Your number,
numerology.
your life number.
2.
is
My
it?
life path number is... No,
that's the
That's
anagram.
anagram.
right?
Yeah. I forgot. I mean, I have it here lah. I have
You're
it
a
here.
2 and an 8.
So you basically went to visit
a
a
three.
witch, like
No. Okay, I'll tell you why. Actually, I would even put her name out. Her name is Sun Goddess Tarot. That's like her...
Wait, is it
Sun?
Joanna?
Joanna, yeah.
Oh.
I spoke to her before also.
Now, I tell you why it was like as a skeptic. Because back then she was a director of marketing in AIA. I know she don't need my money. Right? Like, I mean, it's not cheap though. Her readings are like 120, 150 bucks back then. But because I met her husband, I mean, I'm friends with her husband, she introduced, and my husband is doing photography, and so sometimes he need video support at a budget. So we try and support lah. And so she said she wanted to thank me and give me a free reading. So it was all like not face to face. So I just sent her whatever she asked me. And then when she sent me that thing, okay lah, it's like that lah. You know, I got very shocked. And it was mostly good stuff, right? But she said this, you might want to sit down when you read this. I'm never wrong. She said this in like that tone.
Wow.
Then plus the fact that she was a big timer in the industry and I know she don't need my money, right? Well, I slurped it all up.
So what she, as in, are you able to share what she said?
It's so long.
The need to sit
Then
down
actually
part.
I went back. I went back to her at a time to do tarot card reading for an important business juncture. And then yeah, that was not good.
Oh.
Yeah, like wrong everything.
Okay, so when did you do that first reading?
Maybe 2017.
So that's about 3-4
or
years
16,
ago, right?
2016. Yeah.
Okay. So from then until now, have the things that have been
They come true.
prophesied.
No. So it's not. She also write it. It's not meant to be forecasting the future. It's like the life path number doesn't tell you what's next. There are many numbers, not just one number for your life, right? There are numbers that are like romantic relationship, how you will do a career, all different numbers one. Yeah, it's just to help you better understand your nature, what guides you, and what you are prone to, like getting like. But it does make some sweeping forecasting statements, like you are born for very big opportunities in life.
Okay.
Like you will have a lot of people coming to your way presenting very big opportunities, but you must be very careful on who you work with. Rather generic, but in that sense, I do believe and subscribe to the fact that I've been given more opportunities in life than most people in their lifetime.
Right.
Yeah, then I went to do the tarot. And then the tarot one quite interesting because tarot one you can say like, Denise, should she and I be friends? You know, as opposed to how am I in my relationship with others, right? I can say, should I be friends with Denise or will she like backstab me? Yeah. Then from there you pick a card, then you see the card face who and all that stuff. Yeah, so we did a bunch of stuff because there were multiple business decisions to be made.
How you did that for business?
We did it to, I think Jackie and I went together actually.
Oh.
So Jackie's my business partner. And I think we were at a juncture where we were quite unsure.
Yeah.
Then this is early on in the business. Like I think could be even before we start.
But you're doing that for fun lah, not.
No, so do you actually follow her?
Personally, I
recommendation?
was going through a point of uncertainty. It was when we started Gravity.
Okay.
Yeah. So then I got big offers. Or do I start a from scratch company?
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I wanted to do it. And then I told Jackie about the free reading I got last time. So he tag along and he pay also. Then we just go lor. Then we ask some questions lah.
Right.
Yeah. All of it didn't pan out.
my friend actually shared with me something very interesting. So her friend went to do a reading also, but instead of having the fortune teller read out the fortune, right, she got the fortune teller to write it down and put it in an envelope. And then so she will ask specific questions that are like time sensitive, like
Right.
Then she open.
5 years later. Then she will open and see whether is exactly what the person said, which I thought was like damn genius, yeah.
But was
Genius,
it
meh.
accurate?
Either way, she lose money though.
Yeah, but don't you want to know the
But quite
information?
cool, right? It
beforehand?
proves it, right?
Oh, then you come back.
Yeah, it's
Sekali
just
they
something
cannot write
in
past
my
5
life.
years.
Yeah.
Wait,
His
no,
pen
so
keeps
has-
breaking. Then you're like, oh my lord.
So he says that he goes to see like a fortune teller in whatever country he goes to, right? But have they been accurate, like you think?
There are a
I mean, the
lot.
cheating one's like quite real.
off. No, half of them, right? Not half of them, sorry. Half of the things they say, right, all exactly the same.
Like corroborate with one another.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a network.
But zun. Like them
Right,
zun.
right.
But are they general or are they quite specific?
I honestly can't remember already.
So, cause I had
But I
one
just
that was-
remember them being very specific.
I had one that was quite specific, but it wasn't for me. So like I think one of my parents went, or maybe like, and then they basically said that both your children, so me and my sister, someone will come and selflessly help them within the next 6 months, and in their careers. And it really happened to my sister like the next month, and it happened to me like 3 months after that. Like someone just out of the blue with no
Those gift time
motive,
spent on scary, yeah.
like really just come and like help me propel something further. Yeah, it was quite scary. But like my sister one, for example, like she wanted to go into private practice, right? And then there was just this older like doctor who had no incentive to like help her whatsoever. Just basically selfishly give her clients, like some of his clients,
Wow.
selfishly like help her set up right next to his place and all, like private practice. Yeah.
Damn.
My mom is really into feng shui and stuff, one, right? So it's like my entire room, right, is also like not the whole layout, everything is the feng shui master say one.
Wow.
So I cannot shift stuff in my room, all that kind of stuff. Then it's like got one time, I remember this very vividly when I was younger, I really like the color yellow. Even though people call me dirty fellow. But then after that, one day, right, the fortune teller say that yellow is not my color. Then I completely have to drop yellow. I cannot even drink chrysanthemum because
Huh?
of
Oh,
chrysanthemum,
wow.
because the can color is
But
yellow.
your pee though, for
Yes,
example,
yeah, you
Then I
have to
drink
a
more
lot of
water.
Really?
you are Chinese.
Yeah, okay, I never do that lah. But then it's like it's this kind of thing
Yeah.
that my mom is super into it, and I'm not very sure how much of it has like
Yeah.
come true.
Hey, we need to
in her
change the
life.
show colors, yeah.
But
100K views when you change the ring.
Oh,
No, so but you don't subscribe to it at all lah.
no,
It's your mom
I'm
lah.
Christian lah.
But subscribe to the day.
Christian cannot believe in this sort of thing, man.
I don't think so.
No, it's a clap.
You cannot
Only
be a
Jesus.
Christian fortune teller.
Cannot.
I don't think so. Man. No, but there are
It's
Christians
paganism.
that can prophesy stuff though, but it's
Ah, yeah lah,
different
fortune
from
tellers
like.
lah. Christian fortune tellers.
But they are like,
It's
prophets,
different.
they hear the voice of God.
Right.
If not, it's paganism.
Then that kind they do the feng shui. You think they need like interior design like background?
I think a lot of feng shui is based on logic.
I don't think so based on my room.
No, suddenly it looks like shit, but you have to do it like
Yeah,
that.
lor.
Really, Rama?
It's like
Octagon.
no like my room's a square lah. HDB where got.
And then they add all the furniture until it become long octagon. Then you sleep in the middle.
No, but I remember last time, so like, I think there was this like feng shui master on the radio, and they said that you cannot have a toilet over your main house door, and it was exactly the layout of my house at the time.
You cannot have
As
a
in toilet
So
facing the
to-
main.
toilet above on the second floor cannot be on top of your main door.
Hindu story.
right.
Right,
Oh,
Terrace
Baller.
in Malaysia. So then they said right, the way to combat it right is to buy a light and shine it upwards. And so we had the most redundant light, right? Just every day have to turn on, shine upwards.
Then we flush the toilet with a light.
but you after that you baller. So your shits were amazing.
I mean, they managed to afford terrace lah.
Like I think with self-fulfilling prophecy, I'm a huge realizer. So okay, I'm a huge skeptic,
Realizer.
but I would purposely go and read like what's my prediction for the year, because most likely it will end up being a self-fulfilling prophecy. So if it's like really positive, that I will work
Especially
really
if it's
hard.
good lah, right?
Yeah. Then I will always keep it in the back of my mind, and for some reason it always turns out true. But it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
You feel like
I'm
the
very aware
universe
of
is
it.
aiding you in
Ah,
that. in
it's
that
like
quest.
it's a pep talk. It's a motivational pep talk.
There was this thing, right? Like I don't know if you told me or what about TikTok where it's manifestation was a trend, right? Yeah. So what was it exactly?
No, they talked about like if you want something, you just imagine you having it. So there are people that say like I manifest like money. Like they say like I imagine like I have money. Then they manifest. Right? I think they walk on the street and they pick up like $100.
Okay lah, that's a
That's-
stupid
okay,
TikTok thing.
that's a
Sorry, I
bit-
brought it up.
That's a bit far-fetched, but that is the entire premise of The Secret, the book. It's
Law of
basically
attraction.
about law of
The Cho
attraction.
Lun movie. Oh.
But this secret, there's a book called The Secret where everything that you want in life, visualize it. If you want to be a rich and wealthy and successful person, visualize what that life looks
I
like.
think this TikTok might have come from that book.
Yeah.
As far-fetched as it
Yeah,
became.
yeah, yeah.
But
The idea is that because you visualize it, right, you end up making decisions that lead you towards that
Right.
part.
It's true.
Yeah. So if you like suddenly have a job offer which pays more, but then you're giving up or you're selling out, you end up taking that job because you visualize that wealthy lifestyle already. And you end up taking those choices.
It's a constant reminder of what you are striving for,
Yeah.
aiming for. Rather than if you live life a bit more aimlessly and more.
Yeah. I mean, if it helps you lah, right?
I think at the end of the day, people are just using it to find some form of meaning. lah, I
Comfort
guess.
and yeah.
Or direction.
Yeah.
Before I was born, my parents went to a fortune teller, and fortune teller told them that I was either going to be an underworld leader or I'm going to be a great business leader.
So they thought you were going to be.
So,
So will you ever try to be the business
so
leader?
yeah, so that's why now I cannot quit the gang yet because I haven't made it. No, so I honestly I grew up with the thought that I must be capable of bigger things, and whether or not that thing make me want to do this,
Yeah.
or that thing is describing the fate, either way I think it helps.
Yeah.
Which also can work on a negative side. lah.
Yeah, my father took it so literally. He patrolled my school, and
I remember this.
I only knew about it years ago, like a few years ago. He patrols the school.
I think you shared this on episode 1, right? But that was interesting.
Was he not
he
working?
shared it on Real Talk.
Oh, real talk. Yeah.
Like, he not working. Like
No,
say
he got his own
that-
business.
yeah.
His own
He
business.
working hard on raising
The
his child.
best part was that I am smoking around the school. I just never got caught. He's like, you know that mama shop? Then I was like, oh, but every time never see me lah. Then he never see me.
But later on, you know lah. You told him lah.
Never. I never actually talked to my parents about smoking, but they watch Real Talk, so they know.
Oof. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay lah, smoking.
But I don't really want, so you want to scold me for back then, sure.
I think the most important message at the end of the day is that if it helps in a positive way, then good. But like, don't get
Yeah.
into a spiral. Don't use it as an excuse.
Like
this is not preaching.
I've gotten readings that were like, oh my god, it's so positive, and so I strive towards it. I also gotten a lot of readings whereby it's completely off, like especially like when I asked for a certain outcome of an event, right?
Yeah.
And it just, there's no two way about it. It was wrong. Yeah, and so I guess when you're looking for comfort, you find comfort. When you're looking for something to
Right.
go against and say it's not true,
Yeah.
go against not true. As long as it helps you feel better.
Yeah. So it's how you apply into your life.
I feel very sad for people that that really believe in this, and then the person tell them you cannot settle down till you're 40. I have friends that broken
Wow.
up because
Wow.
they say if you get married now, you're divorced, you must get married at 40.
Yeah.
And so the girl decide I don't want to wait. So
Wow.
she left.
Damn. Actually, a bit of a personal story. Do you want to go there? Okay,
Go.
I'll just share. Is that 5 years ago, I stepped on oranges during a lion dance, and someone told me I was going to get 7 years of bad luck. And throughout those 7 years, I really suffered like the most worst shit ever.
All
lah,
the
that I thought
scams, all that lah.
Scams, all that worst stuff lah, like death in family, like relationship problems and things like that, right? And
So the
like
7 years over already?
this year 5, I think, or year 6.
Oh, shit, 2 more years.
But what's the worst part is that like there were instances where I could have done something about it or
Right.
like come out of that bad situation a better way. But because I believed that bad luck, I was
Yeah.
destined to be like this, I just accepted it and let it go.
I feel like because with that, right, and just now we talked about how people look for this because they're looking for direction. But then people always want things to happen how they imagine they want it to happen, if that makes sense. So when
Yeah.
stuff happen differently, then like, oh, okay, maybe this is not what it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not for me, that kind of thing. But then I feel like this is why we take like the pattern or like astrology, everything with a pinch of salt lah. You can read,
Yeah.
right? But then you take it with a pinch of salt, like what I mentioned. And it's like, even if things don't happen the way that you wanted it to happen, a closed door is also direction.
Yeah.
It's
That's a
just
good point.
not this way, it's this way.
And sometimes it helps to just take a step back. I think like you mentioned this in a previous episode, like sometimes your direction change or your motives change, but 5 years ago, this is exactly where you wanted to be and you don't realize that. So sometimes it helps to take a step back and have a bit of perspective as well. It's
TikTok time!
You're very aligned.
So we're
reference.
gonna react to a video.
No, so there's this trend right now, and on Netflix, right, they're asking people to go to this particular episode of this particular show.
Is it scary? Is it like ghost kind?
Are you actually scared?
Yeah, I'm legit damn scared, yeah.
Okay, let's go. Oh,
No, and then?
I think that's it lah.
Wait, but so what? But so what?
Eh, you like it, huh?
It's
That's it, that's it.
Huh? That's it?
That's it.
I thought is it scary?
Eh, you like it, huh?
It's
Why is that way? Not everybody's one like that, man.
For you guys watching, go and try this app. Let us know if it's like soon or not with your friends or whatever, right? And if there are any other things you want us to try or check out, let us know in the comments as well.
Yeah.
If not, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, okay, cool. Very good outro. Bye-bye.